welcome you both, and I hope this will be a very good learning session for all the participants. And as explained earlier, we were speaking to the representative from Nexus EduTech. They were telling me that it is an improved version of the tool, the typeset tool that we have today. So I hope all of you will take benefit of this tool and do very good research when it comes to the formatting of your papers and applying your papers for journals and conferences. Over to you, Zishan. Please take over and.
Thank you, Dr. Gauri Shankar, and also would take this opportunity to apologize for all the webinar, for all the participants who are a part of the webinar today. We had actually gone through unseen circumstances due to which we had to actually delay the webinar. And I'm glad that we still have a pretty good participation list, and I think it's still going to increase. What we will do is, as a part of today's webinar, the agenda would be that we will initially start with a very quick and a very small presentation, looking at some of the most common problems that are faced by the researchers across the globe. And then post that, we will also we will go through a kind of live demonstration of the software. What I'm going to do right now is I'll just go ahead and share my screen, and then we will, go through the presentation. Yeah, I think Mr. Dr. Gauri Shankar, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Disha.
Yeah. So now, what is typeset? And since you're all a part of a webinar today, I think you might have looked at the topic, which is about how to effectively and efficiently write your research articles using typeset. Now, to give you a background about what typeset is actually an authoring platform that is used by more than 100 plus authors across the globe. We have co-authored 60,000 plus articles till date, and we have been present in 91 countries, and more than 700 plus universities across the globe use our platform. Now, these universities, such as Stanford, we have scientists from CERN, we have scientists from NASA, we have people from Wiley, IEEE, we have Harvard University, Cambridge, ETH Zurich, Stanford, many other universities, researchers and faculties actually use our software to write the research articles and to format the research articles into submission guidelines. Now what is so since we have been working on this product in the past 6 years, we have been into the research development ecospace, and we have done a lot of surveys. Now when you look at the surveys, I think I've been now what we have been doing is from the past 6 plus years, we have been doing multiple surveys and researches across the participations across the participation from various universities, and we have noted down some of the most common problems that are faced with the researchers today. Now it can be estimated that about 1.5 million hours are wasted on reformatting rejected articles per year, with a 62% rejection rate. Now what this slide tells you that when 100 people actually submit a particular research article, there is a 62% of chances that your research article might get rejected, which means that the paper submitted by 62 authors can get rejected just because the research articles are not formatted according to the submission guidelines of their respective journals. Now, based on one survey, an author has to actually go through an average of 1,979 guideline words to format the submissions. Now, when you probably go on Google and just do a simple Google search, such as Elsevier author guidelines, right? And you just probably do a Elsevier author guidelines and do a simple Google search. This is one of the documents that you're actually looking at, right? This document is available on Google, so you can see that in each of the paragraph, there are a lot of different specifications, such as how you should be actually writing the conflict of interest, and what should be the copyright policy, how do you need to can you please mute us? Yeah, I think you can see that. So when you look at this particular document, you'll actually see that this is how you should be numbering the figures. This is how you should be numbering the titles and subtitles. So this document actually has a lot of different submission guidelines. Now, if after you after you've written a research article, and if you want to publish your research articles in Elsevier, you got to make sure that the research article should actually follow these kind of specifications. Now, if these specifications are not met, there are 100% chances that your paper might get rejected because you have not followed the submission guidelines, right? Now, so based on a survey that we had done, so an author has to actually go through 1979 guideline words to format their submissions. Now, this is the survey that we had done, and the another one of the most important factor was that there are poor English is another factor that's put some scientists at a disadvantage. Now, you might be very good in your particular subject area. You might be writing a research article for biology or for physics or for chemistry or nanotechnology or any particular subject area, but your paper might get rejected just because the quality of the English that you have used would not be up to the mark, right? So these are some of the most common problems due to which a research article gets rejected. Now, what are some of the other common problems that are faced by researchers today? Now, as I was mentioning to before, so after you completed your research and after you've written a research article, the next step is to format a research article into any of the journal guidelines to which you actually wish to submit your research article. Now, how do you do the formatting? You either use an MS Word or you either do it on LaTeX. Now, these are some of the most commonly used tools that is used across the globe by authors and researchers from various institutions. And these are all manually. So even if you have to do it on LaTeX or if you have to do it on MS Word, this is a very time consuming and it's a very manual effort because you have to go ahead and keep formatting individual elements, right? And then LaTeX has a huge learning curve. As you might be aware that most of the research articles today are either written on MS Word or on LaTeX. Now, LaTeX is a very huge learning curve. So if you're from a computer science department or if you're from a computer science background, it becomes very easier for you to understand LaTeX and to probably write a research article in LaTeX. But imagine if you're from a non-programming background where you have to just learn LaTeX to write a research article. Now, let me just show you why we believe that LaTeX has a huge learning curve and it does not have any other advantages apart from writing a research article. Now, if you just go ahead and probably add like how to add a title page in LaTeX, you can just probably go ahead and click on the first result and you'll see that just to start a title or just to write your research articles title, you would have to actually write, this is the number of lines of code that you need to write just to begin the title and just to add the thesis title, subtitle, and author name, right? So this is why we believe that LaTeX is a very huge learning curve, and just learning LaTeX to write a research article is something that we do not recommend because LaTeX does not have any other advantages. Now, there's another problem which is faced by most of the researchers today is that there is no powerful tool that is used which can actually do citing, formatting, and building your research. Now, what I mean by this is now for building a reference library or for probably citing your references, you might be using EndNote or you might be using Mendeley or you might be using Paperpie, right? And to format a research article, you might be using MS Word or you might be using LaTeX. Now, to build your research, you might be actually using these guidelines. You might be knowing that this is how I should first write, the abstract, then I should write the methods and materials, and then I should write all the other aspects. So currently, there is no tool that can actually do all of this in a single platform. And the other, one of the most important problems that we came across was collaboration with co-authors. Now, as you might be aware that a research article can be written by multiple co-authors. Collaborating with them on a single, with them on a, collaborating with all the co-authors on a single paper becomes very difficult. Now, while most of the collaboration that happens today either happens offline or you might do it online via emails that where you actually exchange a lot of emails to come to a conclusion, or probably you might do collaboration on MS Word. Now, getting a document independently reviewed, you might be so you might be having your guide, or you might be having your somebody who's an expert who's actually looking to help you with your research article to get that independently reviewed is also one of the most difficult tasks, because you might send them an email and they will take their own time to probably have a look at it and then come back to you with their inputs. Now, how typeset can actually bridge this gap? Now, as you might be thinking that what is actually typeset? So basically, typeset is an authoring platform that is built specifically for researchers to write the research articles and to format the research articles into various journal guidelines. Now, TypeScript has been built to eliminate formatting needs. Now, what we have done here is we have converted all of these guidelines into templates. So what you can do is if you want to write a research article for journal A or journal B or journal C, you just need to go ahead and type a journal A template, journal A, and then you will actually find the template. After you get the template, you can just straight away go ahead and upload your research article, which is in docx format, and the software will automatically convert that into submission guidelines. So we have more than 50,000 plus Web of Science and Scopus index journal formats that are available on our platform today. So the 50,000 formats range from different subject areas such as humanities to nanotechnology to astrophysics to astrology to astronomy. Whatever subject area that you're looking for, we might be at least having one or multiple journal formats that are available on our platform. Now, how does it work? So basically, it's a clutter-free editor. You do not need to know any sort of coding or anything like that. Any person who has just written the research article in MS Word can straight away use the platform. Now, in using the software, you can easily add the references, equations, figures, and tables. You do not need to know any sort of extra programming, or you do not need to do any additional steps for it. It's just a very simple process, like how you upload a figure, how you upload an image to a Facebook account or probably Instagram. It's just as easy as it is. Now, it actually automatically formats your manuscript to journal guidelines. You might have written your research article without following any guideline, but at the end, whenever you upload a research article on typeset, the software automatically formats the journal guidelines. I think we've been getting a lot of chats here. Let me probably have a look at it. Yeah, so during the demonstration, during the webinar, so if anybody has any questions, you can just post that in the chat box. Everybody has an access to the chat box, and at the end of the session, we will actually go ahead and answer all of your questions. Now, after the software automatically formats the manuscript, you can actually download the submission-ready research papers with your documents in PDF, MS Word, and LaTeX formats, and you can straight away go ahead and submit your research article to respective journals. And what is the USP of the product? Now, imagine if you've written a research article for Elsevier, but by any chance Elsevier rejects your paper because, for you it might be a single research paper, but whenever Elsevier calls for papers, it gets submissions from across the globe, and probably due to the quality of the research article or probably due to late submission or many other multiple reasons, your paper might get rejected. Now, since you are a faculty or you are actually a person who's actively studying and who has a lot of other work to do, probably to redo all of this work by finding out the submission guidelines for different journal and formatting a research article according to that is a very difficult task. And we believe that many of the authors and many of the faculties actually feel very disheartened, and they actually live the research work and they think that this will take me a lot of time and they'll just stop stop the process of getting that paper published. So the USP of the product is it actually reformats your research article from Elsevier to Springer, from Springer to Taylor and Francis, from Taylor and Francis to Elsevier. So any journal that you actually want to, you will be able to reformat it into an automated fashion. And then you can easily collaborate with your co-authors or with your guide directly on the platform itself. Now, rather than going with the product features on a presentation, we will just straight away jump to a live demonstration of the software. And then you will be able to see how the software actually does the conversion. Now, this is an example of how a university portal would look like. As you can see, typeset at MIT World Peace University. You can actually sign up using in a mitwpu.edu.in accounts or mitco.edu email to get started. Right, so you need to have an official email address to just start using the platform. Now, after you log in, you will be able to, after you've created an account, you'll be able to log in by putting your email address and the password. Just like how you probably log in Facebook or Instagram, you can just put in your email and password and click on login. And the moment you actually log into the platform, you will actually land on a dashboard, which will look something like this. So towards the left screen, you will have different segregation such as recent documents, my documents, any documents that have been shared with you, or any documents that you have star marked, they would be under favorites. Any document that has been, deleted, it would be actually in the trash. And towards here, you'll have all the documents that you have been working on. And the first step actually goes by starting on going to the templates gallery. Now, I would want some suggestions here from the participants. Now, if anybody has a journal suggestion, they can actually go ahead and, probably suggest me a name of a journal that they want me to use during the demonstration. Any name of the journal would actually work fine. Yeah, Aisha, Hina, yeah, you have put in as Taylor and Francis, but can somebody tell me the name of the journal? These are the name of the publishers. If you can probably put the name of the journal, it would be better. I think, yeah, let's say probably Journal of Pharmaceutical Analysis, or let's probably use Plant Archives. Yeah, let's probably search for Plant Archives. I mean, if we have, like, you have something called as an archives of phytopathology and plant protection by Taylor and Francis. We have something called as plant methods, plant science, right? Now we had some other suggestions as well, such as, let's say, plant physiology. We can probably see if we have this journal as well. Yeah, we have Journal of Plant Physiology and Biochemistry. All of these have been in Elsevier, and you can see the publishers also changes, such as Springer as well. We have some other journal as well, the Journal of Pharmaceutical Analysis. Let me search for this. Yeah, Research and Review, Journal of Pharmaceutical Analysis by Omics Conference. Right. So like this, you'll be able to go ahead and put, any keyword that you can add in here. So if you want, probably let me just show you. You can add chemistry, then you should be able to find journals in chemistry. Right, you will have 826 results that will start showing up. Now you want to probably put as anthropology, then you will have the journals which are related to anthropology. Right. Now you want to probably, now for the demo purpose, I'll be probably going ahead and using a publisher, a template from Bentham Science. Right, let me just go ahead and choose for Bentham Science, and let's use probably current aging science. This is the template, and this is a 2-column document that you're looking at. Now, if you want to go ahead and format a research article according to the current aging science, you should make sure that your research article actually looks in this particular format. Right now, after you've chosen this particular template, you can click Use Template with My MS Word file. Then, after you click on My MS Word file, you will have to just go ahead and select the document that you actually need, that you would want to convert. Now I'm just clicking on this particular document and I'm clicking on Open. The moment you click on Open, now what the software does is the software imports the documents. The software will actually analyze the document, then it will import all the content from the document onto the editor. Yeah, could you just give me one moment? Yeah. Now, as you can see, my document has been analyzed and it has been processed by the software. Now, after the analysis has happened, you will get this pop-up where you have to click on Let's Go. Now, after you click on Let's Go, you need to click on this pop-up tells you to select the title. You just need to follow these pop-ups. Now, you can see the pop-up is telling you to choose the box that contain your article's title. This is the article title. You click Save and Continue. And then the pop-up tells you to choose the authors and affiliation. These are the authors and affiliations. You click Save and Continue. This is now the pop-up tells you to choose the abstract. This is the abstract. Click Save and Continue. And go back to the references. You click on the first reference and then the last reference. And then you click Save and Continue. After you've chosen the reference, you can also see that the name of the author in the reference is actually at the end of the reference. So even in such cases, the software has an ability to automatically rearrange the name of the authors and correct the references as well. And right now the references are not formatted according to a specific style. Now after you choose that, you click on Preview Formatted Document, and then you will see that the software will automatically convert this into a into a template of current aging signs. The software will take about 30 to 60 seconds depending on the internet connectivity and the size of the document that you have uploaded. Now, after the conversion happens, you will actually see that the final output that you will see would be formatted according to the template of current aging signs. Now, as you can see, when I uploaded, this was a single column document, and now it has been formatted into a 2-column template, right? And when I uploaded, the references did not have a specific style, but now as you can see, the numbering of the references has happened automatically. And then also for this particular reference, as you can see, the name of the author has started showing up here in the first place, Abbasan Hussaini, right? The formatting of the tables has happened automatically according to the style of the journal. Right, and then you can see how the images, the tables, and everything automatically gets formatted. The affiliations also gets formatted according to the style of the journal. Right now, after you know that my document is converted, and if you want to make any changes to this particular document, you do not need to go back to the docx and do it. You can just click on edit on typeset, and then you will be able to edit it directly on the platform itself. So we've been getting a lot of questions in the chat box. I'll actually answer them at the end of the session. Now, as you can see, so this is a we have divided the entire screen into 3 different parts. Like towards the right screen, what you're looking at is a preview panel that shows you how your PDF is looking like or how your document is looking like. At the center, you have basically an editor where you can go ahead and make any customization to the content, or you can add or delete the content. Now, towards your left screen, you have something called as an outline section. So I was telling you about building your research, right? So you can see whenever you choose a template, the template is automatically built to suggest you that this is the introduction. First, you need to add an introduction, then you need to add experimental, and then you need to add materials and methods, results, discussions, right? So like this, the software will also help you in terms of building your research. Now, this is how the entire content and the document gets formatted. Now, if you want to make any changes to this, and also right next to the outline, you have an author section where you can go ahead and add any author. If you want to make this as a corresponding author, you just do this, right? You can enable this toggle switch like this. And under metadata, you have like if you want to add any keywords, you can go ahead and add it here. Since it's already added in the in the MS Word document, you will be able to just the keywords will automatically get migrated. Now, as you can see, since the keywords have been migrated, the extra copy of keywords can be deleted from here. The moment you delete it, you will see that this screen will ask you to do a refresh, and the moment to do a refresh, this content that is appearing here will automatically get disappear. Yeah, as you can see, the content has disappeared from the document. Now, similarly, as you can see, the images and everything has been formatted. The legends have been added, but the caption of the figure is not added, right? So in such cases, what you need to do is sometimes the caption of the figure actually gets just below the figure. So in such case, you just copy this and paste it here in the right space, right? Like this, you cut it here and you paste it here. And then you delete this unwanted table. Now, after you've added these figures, what you need to do is you just need to do a refresh, and then the caption of the figure would actually start showing up here. As you can see, the caption of the figures has started showing up. But now, as you can see, the images has actually taken the entire page. Now, how do you make it a column fit? Now, if you have to do this in MS Word, or probably you have to do it in LaTeX, it will require a lot of steps. So in our case, what you need to do is just click on these 3 dots and make this as a column fit. Right? Let's do the similar change for this image as well. Let's do it a column fit and then do a refresh. Now, the moment I do a column fit and then I do a refresh, you will actually see that the images would actually get fitted into a column into a particular content like this. right? So this is how you can actually use the software. So the tables and everything will also automatically get formatted. You actually do not need to worry about that. Now, the other important aspect that I was talking about was about citing the references. Now, if you have added into a numbered citation, if you want to probably add, if you've added the citation as a numbered citation style, so in such case, the software has an ability to automatically cite them. But if the document that you've uploaded has author comma year style, so in such case, you need to go ahead and manually cite them. Now, how do you cite it? So wherever there is a reference, you just click on the cursor, click on cite references, and then from this reference section, you have something called as Kobayashi and Fisher. Now you come and search the reference here. Now, what the software would do here is it will search the references from the references that were uploaded from your document, and then when the moment you click on it, now the reference gets cited like this. Similarly, now if you have any other reference as well that you need to cite, you need to do the same process. Now we have YU et al. Here. Let me just click on cite reference, and then let me search as YU, and then the reference bar will actually give me a reference section, and then the reference gets cited here, right? Now, after the reference is cited, if you want them to start showing up here, as you can see here, my references are not showing up here because this journal actually makes it mandatory that any uncited references should not show up in the document. Now, after you made it, after you're done a citation, you do a refresh, and then you will see that my references my references would actually start showing up here in the PDF document. Yeah, as you can see, my references have started showing up now, right? So like this, you can automatically take care of the software will automatically take care of the citations as well. Now, if you want to probably add an equation, so if the equations are already there in an MS Word document, the software will automatically import the equations and format it accordingly. But if you want to add them separately, you can just click on this insert and then choose the equation option, whether you want to add an inline equation or a standalone. Now, if you use a standalone equation, then you will have a Wix editor that is basically a visual editor, that is basically a virus editor, where you can just go ahead and you know build your mathematical equation. You can build it from scratch, or probably if you have a latex code, you can go ahead and add that as well. You can just go ahead and add any number here, like 2 3 or 4 5, like here 1 2 3 4, like this. And then at the moment you click on this wrong mark, you will see that the equation would get added. Now similarly, how do you add an equation with the latex code? You click on insert equation standalone, and I had actually prepared an equation here from this thing. Let me just copy this equation here. I'm copying it here and I'm just coming and pasting it. Let me just, I'm clicking on latex. As you can see, I've pasted a latex code, and then the equation gets auto generated. The moment I do a wrong mark, and then you will see that the equation will get added. And then by clicking on this inverted arrow, you can add an equation number, right? Now, if you want to cite that particular equation or a figure, as you can see here shown in figure 1. Now let's probably cite this as figure 1. I click on cite figures and then figure 1, and then this gets cited here. Similarly, if you want to cite an equation, click on cite equations and then probably select this equation number 1, and then this gets cited. Like this, you can actually cite the equation. Now, after you have done all of these changes, just do a refresh, and all of these changes would start showing up here in the PDF document, in the final document that you would want to submit to the journal. Right now, after you have added, you can see my equations have started appearing, right? And after you know that my document is completely ready, you click on file, you click on save as, and then download it into a PDF format. So most of the journals today actually accept submissions in PDF, docx, and latex. So we provide the download option from all the three submissions in all the three formats. Now, if you want a file in which you have a folder for images separately, you can just download a zip file in which you'll be getting a separate folder for images as well. Now, this is my document that we have downloaded, and the moment you open it, you will see this is how the document is looking. This has all my references, the content, and the entire table. So this is how you can actually format your research article using typeset. Now, by any chance, if your research article that you're submitting to Bentham Science, that is the current aging science, gets rejected, right? Now, in such case, what you need to do, you would actually get disheartened thinking that I spent so much of time formatting this research article in a normal scenario. But if you've done it on typeset, you know that you've spent very less amount of time here. But by any chance, if this gets rejected by current aging science, what you need to do is just click on this inverted arrow and then click on change template. And then you will actually land on the templates gallery from where you can choose a different template. Now, since this was a chemical journal, I'll just put in as chemistry, and then let's choose any other, probably different style. Let's probably choose as green chemistry. I'm clicking on view, and now you can see this is how the format of that particular journal looks like. And then after you've chosen, as you can see here, uh, whenever you choose a template, you will actually see that what is the ISSN number, what is the impact factor, acceptance date, frequency, open access, citation style, and publication language, and all of that is already given here in the template into the journal format page. Now, after you've chosen a different template, you click on use this format, and now the same. Now, what would happen here is the same research article would actually get formatted into a Royal Society chemistry style. Yeah, as you can see now, after I've changed the template, you just do a refresh, and then what the software will do is the software will convert the research article from current science aging journal to a Royal Society chemistry journal. Yeah, as you can see here. Right now, after you change the template, you really do not need to do anything. You just click on File, Save as PDF, include uncited reference, and download. So I will also change it some other journal as well. So we had a few suggestions from participants here, which were probably on plant-based journals. Let me uh, search probably plant physiology is another option that we can check out. Now I'll use the same as, now you can see that my document has been downloaded. So this was according to the current aging science. Now this is according to Royal Society of Chemistry. Okay, so this is how the software automatically changes it. Now, as you can see, the format, the font style, the affiliation style, the size of the font, you can see how the affiliations have been arranged here. Initially, the affiliations were appearing here in the first as a heading, but here in this document, they have been appearing as a footnote, right? Like this. The software has an ability to automatically follow a journal guideline. Now let's probably change it to a different template now, which probably might be a single column template. Let me search as plant physiology, and let me choose, yeah, probably Journal of Plant Physiology from Elsevier. I'm clicking on view, and now this is how the format looks for the Elsevier. Okay, now you click on use this format, and now the software will actually convert the same research article from a Royal Society of Chemistry journal stage to a plant physiology stage. Now, after you change the template, you just need to do a refresh. So the software also has an ability to automatically convert your research article from one journal guideline to the other journal guideline. But what you can also do is, if you are probably working on a thesis dissertation, or probably only dissertation or a PhD thesis, or probably a project report, you can also format those particular documents also on typeset. Let me show that to you as well. Right, so this is according to the plant physiology style. As you can see, the referencing style. Now, this journal actually makes it mandatory that all the images and the tables should actually be at the end of the document. As you can see now, the images and the tables have automatically been added at the bottom. But the content of the tables also has been added. The content of the images also has been automatically added. And the reference also, the styling of the reference also has changed automatically. Right? So this is how the software actually converts your document from one journal to the other journal style. Now, by any chance, if you want to use this particular research article as a into a thesis, you can also do that as well. You just need to click on change template, and then you go on the templates gallery. Now, under universities, we have multiple templates that we have built for. Now, if you have your own customized templates that you want us to build for, we can go ahead and do that as well. As you can see, we have some of the clients who are already using our platform for creating the thesis or probably project reports. MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, ETH, Zurich, Stanford, University of Berkeley, University Technology, Malaysia, Anna University, Crescent Institute of Technology, IK Gujarat. All of these universities actually use typeset for formatting the thesis as well as the research articles as well. Now for this demo, let's probably use K Society's Rajaram Institute of Technology, thesis template of RIT, or probably since this is a Vidyavadaka University, I think you might be aware of Mysore University or probably VTU. I'm not sure whether we have that particular template. Yeah, so we have thesis template for VTU. Now this is how the thesis template for VTU looks like. So I also come from an engineering background, and I think when I was writing a project report or probably a thesis, it was very difficult for me to do it on MS Word and probably use any other software. If I was probably aware of a software like this, it would have definitely saved my time. And I think since many of the authors and faculty members who are a part of the webinar might be affiliated to VTU or probably any other Mysore University, they can actually utilize typeset to format their articles into thesis format of VTU as well. As you can see, we just changed the thesis template to VTU, and now you might be able to see that the software automatically converts that into a thesis template like this. Table of contents has been added, the list of figures, the list of tables has been added. Right? So this is how the article formats that into a thesis template. You click on File, Save as PDF, include unsighted reference, and then just download your research article. The moment I'm clicking on Open, you will see this is how my research thesis looks like. Right? Now, by any chance, we might have a lot of faculty members or students from Vidyavadaka College of Engineering doing a lot of conferences. So in such case, if you want to probably convert the research article into a conference, you can click on the change template option and then go to a conference here and then probably choose any of the conference. Probably for the conference, let's choose IEEE, because you might be presenting a lot of papers in in many paper presentation competitions or probably doing a kind of a conference as well. So in such case, you can probably utilize any one of this IEEE format. And then the moment you click on use this format, the software will automatically convert that into a IEEE conference template. So this is how you can actually use the software in repurposing a research article. So the software does not only help you in terms of formatting as well, the software also helps you in terms of journal discovery. So you can just go on the templates gallery and you can put in any of the keyword, and then the software will be able to go ahead and give you suggestions on what are the journals that you can actually write your research article for. So on an average, any active researcher would be aware of probably some of the top 5 journals that he wishes to write a research article for, or probably maximum 10. So you might not, what would happen by any chance if those top 10 journals rejects your article? You do not need to get disheartened. You can actually utilize typeset and probably write your research articles for some journals which are of the same quality, but you might just not be aware of it, right? Now, we also have a plagiarism check feature here. You can just click on this plagiarism check, and we are integrated with Turnitin at the moment. So if you want to probably do a plagiarism check, you can just click on the plagiarism check option and then click here to generate a Turnitin report. The moment you do a click here, and then you just need to click on this I agree to Turnitin and then click on start check. At the moment you click on this, the check has been performed. Now after that, you will actually receive a plagiarism feature here, which will tell you what is the percentage of plagiarized content. And then you can just click on file and then save as, or probably click on plagiarism reports and then click download from history. Now let me, until plagiarism happens, you can click on open and then you can see how my conference template is looking like. Right? So we were also talking about collaboration. So you can click on share and let me probably show you an example of how you'll be able to share it. Gauri Shankar at typeset.io. I'm just using Mr. Gauri Shankar's name here, you can imagine that this is the co-author of this particular research article. You can click on add in their email address and invite. To this email address, they will actually receive a link, and you can give them different levels of access, whether edit access or a suggestion access. Now, ideally, you give them a suggestion access and they will receive a link. So whenever they click on that particular link, they will actually land on a view which would look something like this. So whatever they write would actually, whatever they write will turn into green. Right? Or if they probably go ahead and delete any content from here, that will actually look like this. So you will be able to collaborate like this. So whenever you log in, because since you're the owner of the document, since you're the editor of the document, whenever you log in, whenever you hover on that particular change, you will actually and do a right click. You will get to know who actually made that particular change. Right? I'm clicking on if you want to accept this change, and if you accept this entire content would get deleted like this. Or probably if you do accept this and this, the color of the entire content would actually change to black like this. Right? Now, as you can see, my Turnitin report also has been generated. Now we click on File, Plagiarism Reports, and Download History. And click on Download. Now, the moment you click on Download, Plagiarism Reports, Download History, and clicking on Download. Yeah, as you can see, my file has been downloaded. You can click on Open. Now this is the PDF file. This shows you where the content has been plagiarized. This is just a sample copy. That's the reason it is showing you kind of a very, heavy plagiarized content, because we have run multiple tests on this document. Right? Now, after that, if you want to probably use an interactive report, you can click on this as well, and it will give you a very interactive report like this. Right now, you can make a setting as well, like exclude certain repositories from internet publications, cross-ref, cluster post content, bibliography, code, citation, or small matches, or anything like that. So this is how you can actually utilize the plagiarism checking option. Now we have like a very spell checker that is inbuilt within the software. So if you put in any of the spell checker, like you can see Symphony, the spelling is wrong. So the software actually highlights it by red dotted line. So that the moment you hover on it and do a right click, you will see that the journal will actually give you the software will actually give you a suggestion of the word, and then you can click it. The spelling automatically changes it. So this is a very basic spell checker that we have built on the software. And we also have additional services, third-party services. So if you want any sort of an editing expert, so if you want any of the PhD, or if you want to hire any service such as copy editing, or substantial services, so in such case, you can actually go ahead and click on File and then click on Hire an Editing Expert, and you will be assigned to an editing expert who will actually help you in terms of what type of services that you require. So basically, copy editing services is just looking at the grammatical issues in the content. If you go for a substantial editing, what that does it makes it the content of your article sound much more technical. So you can hire one of the, this is a third party service which will be of an additional cost. So you can go ahead and hire an editing expert directly from our platform. And then the other option that I was talking to you about was about the templates gallery. So as you can see, the software does not only help you in terms of formatting a research article, but it also helps you in terms of journal discovery. Now let me show you an example. Let's type this as astrophysics. So when you type in as astrophysics, you will see that we have more than 40 plus results. So as a researcher under astrophysics, I might be aware of some top 3 or top 4 publishers. But when I come and put in as astrophysics here, I can the software actually gives the suggestions of 40 journals. So I can go ahead and utilize any one of the journal templates from here, and I can format my research article. So as you can see, the software does not only help you in terms of formatting the research articles, but it also helps you in terms of journal discovery. So this is how you can actually utilize our software and format a research article. So TypeCert believes that the researcher should only do research, and formatting and all the other menial tasks such as formatting of a research article, formatting of the content, images, tables, and all that should be taken care by a software like Typeset. And when we started, we actually started with a different journal, which was Current Aging Science. Then we actually moved to a different journal from Royal Society of Chemistry. Then we went to a properly plant, some plant-based journal, and then we actually went to a thesis template from VTU. Then we actually went to a IEEE conference template. Then we also did a plagiarism check, right? So this is a complete software where you can actually utilize this and completely take care of your research needs. Now, let me just go ahead and look at all the questions, and then I'll be able to answer all of them. So anybody, if anybody has any questions with respect to this demonstration, you can go ahead and put in that questions here, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Yeah, Asha, could you please post the YouTube link, live link here? I think YouTube link has already been posted. Poonam Jha, is it free to download? So we currently offer a free trial version as well, up to 1,000 words. Now, if you want to probably have a free trial account, you can visit the website typeset.io and then create a free trial account. But you will not be able to use any plagiarism checks, or you will not be able to process, probably convert your research articles for more than 1,000 words. Yeah, for all the suggestions, I think I have used some uncommon journals. Dhananjaya Bhanja, collaborative research in Indian scenario at the time of Corona, how it will work. As I can show you, as I showed to you before, you can actually use the share button and you can work on the document simultaneously. Yeah, I think I used plant physiology, Ruby Garcha. So I showed you how the software converts that into plant physiology. Dr. Sandhya, I think computer science-based journals. Let me just show you how many journals we might be having under computer science. Right, we just put on computer science and you will see that we have more than 13,753 results. So you can use any one of the journals. Yeah, anthropology also, we might have a lot of journals. Now, Kedra Gauri had actually law-based journals. Like, let me just put as law. And so under law, we have around 804 results. Right. Journal of Finance, we might have a lot of other finance journals as well. Let me just put in as finance. Yeah, so we have around 900 plus journals under finance. Yeah, Ruby Gacha, if one do not have official mail but Gmail, then one will be able to access Typeset. Absolutely, yes. So you would only require an official email address if the institution puts a restriction that the users of Typeset should only use an official email address. Now, if they provide an access to you with Gmail, you will be able to go ahead and access it via Gmail. Yeah, Tushar Pokharnikar, what about the security on the website, because the manuscript is still in an unpublished stage? I think it's a very good question, and I also want to probably show you, we have kind of a very comprehensive page that we have built in on Typeset on the data privacy and the data security. So just to give you an understanding, so we use some of the state of the art technology that is used by some of the best multinational banks, such as Ernst Young, JP Morgan, EY, all of these companies. So as you can see, most of the data is hosted on a secure SSA 16 and SOC certified data centers. And we also have a kind of an encryption where only the user, apart from the user, nobody else will be able to access the document. So you can actually refer to our page on Typeset, and then you should be able to see the service to the security practices that we follow. Bini, yes, I think I showed you how to convert a Word document into multiple different formats. Tushar Pokarnikar, yes, absolutely yes. So all the working manuscripts will be saved on the web, will be saved on a secure on a secure server space. So only apart from you, nobody will be able to go ahead and access this particular article. Mahesh, if anybody would want to probably ask me a question orally, they can raise their hand, and probably Mahesh, you can unmute them. I think I'll just go with the questions, and then we can uh, allow everybody to ask their questions orally. And all the working, how much are we supposed to pay for using it? Aisha Hina, so we recommend university subscriptions. So if you're interested in using this particular software, you can ask the librarian or for the, probably the chief information officer to get in touch with Mr. Mahesh, as he's the right person to help you with the pricing information. Mohammed Jainal Abidin, we will actually send you the recorded session as well. Nitesh Wagmare, can TypeSet be individually subscribed? So what are the charges? Can TypeSet be used for social science journals? Nilesh, absolutely yes. If you want to probably have an individual subscription, you can go for it as well. Please visit our website to know more about the pricing. And we do have a lot of social science-based journals as well on our platform. Divya Prita, can we write our thesis using this tool? I think I already showed you how to format your thesis as well. Dhananjay Bhanja, why there is a system for a blind review? So what happens is sometimes some journals actually accept the submission document in a blind review stage. So if you want to probably, if you know that if any of the probably editor or somebody or the peer review committee has somebody from whom you know, you can probably opt for a blind review system. Divya Preeta, should we cite the references manually? Won't this tool accept a Zotero citation? So the software has an ability to import all the content from Zotero as well. Let me show you an example. Let me go back. Now, if you want to probably import all the content from Zotero, Mendeley, or probably Paperpile, what you can do is you can click on the cite references option, and then you can import from Zotero. Let me show that to you. Yes, cite reference and then import add reference. And from here, you can actually import from Mendeley, Paperpile, Zotero, and EndNote. So you can actually use probably from any of the other softwares that you're using. Deepika Kakar, as I showed to you, we only check spelling mistakes at the moment, but there are no grammatical corrections. Shushmita Yen, so we do have yeah. So we do have a manual for working on typeset. So it is something called as an help.typeset.io. Let me go ahead and share that with you here. I'll share this links with you. We also have a YouTube channel. You can actually go ahead and probably type in as typeset on YouTube, and then you should be able to find all the answers to your questions on with using our YouTube videos. Bini, yes. So it is a free software, but you can only utilize until 1,000 words. This is only for science and technology. What about arts, humanities? Suresh Mishra, we have journals from different subject areas, ranging from humanities to social science, science and technology, astrophysics, and all those has automatically been added. I think I've already answered this question, Mr. Ruby, Miss Ruby. Is Sandhya Tatekalwa, sir, is it open source? No, it is not open source. It's actually a paid software. So what is the price of the software? Sayan Kumar, I think I would request Mr. Mahesh to put in his details so that you can get in touch with Mr. Mahesh and probably have a word with him. Is it possible for a document we upload on our account to end up with someone else's account without us sharing with them? Asha, we have been working with various research across the globe from the past 6 years. We haven't come across any issue like this so far. So you can be assured that your document will only be available in your particular account and without being ending up in any other ending up in any other account. What is the type of research library professionals do and publish in Scopus? I think the question is pretty unclear, so I'll just give it a pass. What is the criteria for filter for Turnitin? So if you want to probably set in the criteria for it, as I showed you, you can utilize the settings button, and then you can just put in your own criteria. Do you have Springer Journal? So we must be having the particular journal, you can probably create an account and then search for this particular template. You should be able to find that. Go ahead and create it. Let me probably look at some other questions. Yeah, I think we have almost covered all the other questions. So with respect to the pricing and all the other aspects, you can reach out to Mr. Mahesh. Mr. Mahesh, can you please put in your
Yes, I am putting my contact number.
Yeah. And we have actually answered all the questions here. Now, if anybody has any questions that they want to probably ask me orally, they can probably raise their hand and I'll probably allow them to talk to us. Mahesh, put in your contact number as well. I think, Mahesh, can you please unmute the participants who have raised their hands? Let's see if they have any questions that they want to ask us. I think I'm unable to unmute them. Probably you will be able to unmute them.
Ishan ji, I have.
Yeah, I think probably that's the end to the today's session. So Mr. Mahesh will actually send the feedback link to all of the participants who are a part of the webinar today. You can just go ahead and probably, put in the feedback links and you should be able to receive a participation certificate from the organizers of the webinar today. If you have any questions, do reach out to us on our email. And my email address is Mr. Mahesh can put in his email address. And then you can reach out to Mr. Mahesh as well. Probably give him a call. He's put in his number here in the chat panel. You can probably save his number. Now, and you can also visit us. Let me put in our manual. This is our website, help.typescript.io. And then if you want to probably search on YouTube, let me show you on YouTube what. Probably type as type. This is the typeset. This is our YouTube channel link, so you can go ahead and receive. I think Mr. Dr. Gauri Shankar. So, do you have any other probably a word of thanks or something that you want to probably?
Yeah, Zeshan, thank you for a wonderful session. Initially, we were a bit skeptical about the session, but the 1 hour was very good. And I would like to thank you for the wonderful session. And I hope all the participants have got an idea about the tool, and they will be contacting you for any other doubts they have. And I hope all of you have noted down the contact details of the email IDs. I would like to thank Mr. Zishan as well as Mr. Mahesh for their wonderful cooperation. And from Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, we would like to thank all the participants for their cooperation, especially for the initial 1 hour delay that happened. Sorry about that. And I'd like to thank all of you for your wonderful response. Thank you, Zishan, and thank you, Mahesh, and thank you everyone for attending the webinar. Thank
I
you.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for giving opportunity to Nexus Global EduTech to present this wonderful webinar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, sir, please share the feedback link to the
Yeah.
participants so
Yes, sir.
they can fill the feedback form. Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We'll be
Yeah.
sending it.
Thanks, sir. Thanks from the Nexus Global EduTech team. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah, please, dear participants, please share your valuable feedback on the feedback form. Okay, so that will be helpful for us to improve ourselves. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gaurishankar, and also the participants who are a part of the webinar. Thank you for giving us the time. And you should be able to receive the feedback link in a few minutes. And once you fill in that, you should be also be able to get the participation certificate as well. So we hope to be doing many other sessions in the future. And whenever we do any sessions, we'll just drop you an email as well so that you will be a part of the webinar too. So thank you so much, and wishing you guys a great rest of the day ahead.
Thank you. Have a nice evening, all of you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. If you have any query, please contact to me. We are having team in Bangalore, in Hyderabad also. They can help you in this. So I already shared my contact number on chat box. So please save. If you have any query, we would like to help you. Gauri Shankar sir, are you sending the feedback link on mail or chat box?
I'll be sending them via the email. I have the mail IDs of all the participants. I'll be sending them the
Yeah,
mail.
true. I will share you the detail because today there are so many new participants joined. So
Yeah.
I will share the updated data with you.
Not a problem,
Okay.
sir. We can send.
Yeah. So we
We'll
have
send
some
the
software
feedback
we
link
can
tomorrow morning.
send through our software
Yeah.
also. Not an issue, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have an
Fine, sir.
email. Yes, yes. Tell me, sir.
We can send them. We send the new participants the feedback link tomorrow. Not a problem.
Yeah. Please inform to the all participants, sir. Please.
Fine. I think all the participants are here, and we'll be sending the feedback link tomorrow morning. Please fill up the feedback link, and you'll be getting your certificates on the registered email IDs. Thank you.
149. डोक्यामध्ये व्याप असता तो काय तिने मानन सरांची 2 वाजल्यापासून येऊन बसलो